Welcome, everybody. I am surprised I'm doing a stream, but I thought, you know what? I was going to hang out. I was going to relax tonight. I was going to take it easy after work. I just finished up my appointment. I just ate dinner, but I thought, why not? Let's all hang out. Let's talk some Sounders and let's just have a good time. There's been a few, somewhat big news pieces have come out. Don't mind my red light glasses. I'm trying to really lock in. Santa Cruz medicinal style, lock in on my health. So try not to consume too much blue light late at night. I already see the chats popping. I know it's been a while. A stream it's been a long time, guys. I really, really, you've done it for so long. You kind of miss it a little bit, but welcome everybody to the stream. I've missed every single one of you. I mean, we already have the Rizzy guys. Damn, dude, look at the shushing in their profile photo. We got the shushing. Shine equals goat. Shout out to JJ. Absolute goated subscriber. We got Daniel Shine the goat. Yes, guys, if you haven't already, before you guys forget, everyone drop a like on the stream. We will get into that in a second. I wouldn't say it's debunked. I see JJ was already kind of talking about it. Vamos Sounders saying greetings. Welcome, Vamos Sounders. Goated. It's too many goated subscribers here. Caleb, also known as Sticks. Welcome, of course, man. I'm glad you are really happy with it. Very soon gonna happen. I was talking with Cole a little bit. We're gonna do the next video on the channel, as long as nothing is gonna come out. Next video is gonna be my Sounders jersey collection. My thumb went the wrong way. I'm starting to get everything prepped. Actually, I have my equipment because I'm gonna do the POV from here. It's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be a different type of POV for that video. I think you all will really, really enjoy it. Excuse me. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched, by the way, too, my recent video I did where I kind of talked about some stuff about the channel and things like that, I would highly recommend it. It's like a 30-minute listen if you're on like the treadmill or you're on a walk. It's kind of like a podcast. You want to listen to it. I think it's a great listen. It's just kind of a lad's talk. Very much open up about some of my personal stuff going on. I know, and great reception. Shout out to everyone that's watched it. Shout out to all the positive comments. I really appreciate it. And as well, don't forget we did the video with Danny. That's still there. You guys all really loved it. But let's get started. Let's less yapping in the on all the intro. We're 3 minutes in now. Let's first okay, so I'm gonna timestamp this, by the way, for everybody that's watching this post live. So everything will be timestamped for you all. First and foremost, let's talk about Mr. Nikola Petković. So this was a rumor, what was it, just a day or two ago? And I'll get to all the chats, by the way, to everybody. I'm reading it as we go. So we signed Nikola Petković on loan from Charlotte FC through the end of 2026 with an option to buy. And in exchange for this loan, we give Charlotte FC a third round pick in the 2027 MLS Super Draft. Now, I reached out to Charlotte fans, and actually, you know what? I'll just pull up their exact words so I don't have to paraphrase it for you all. I should have just done that from the get-go. My initial thoughts on this move, Obed replacement, Obed substitute in a sense. That is what this is. It is if and probably at this point when Obed leaves, he's kind of that safe fire. But the thing that kind of like concerns me with this move is that it's it's not a player even chart like okay, I'm just gonna first get to this. The fact that Charlotte were willing to loan him and still keep hold of his U22 rights just kind of already shows he might not be that great. So, okay, word for word, I'm not gonna spill the beans on who this is. Yeah, I don't rate him at all. We spend big money on him. It's a combination of him not being fit. It's a combination of him not fitting in Dean's system and not living up to what we bought him in for. He's a midfield that can play the 8 and the 10. So he adds some midfield diversity to our team. He can play at the 10, he can play the 8, he can play the 6. In theory, this is good. I think the thing that looks bad is Begovic is basically an anime filler. Exactly. Barry is spot on. It seems like it's a very safe, yeah, like, filling in the square peg in the round hole, a stopgap. There you go, that's the word I was looking for. He is a stopgap. And yeah, exactly, Charlotte fans don't care. Uh, so yeah, I think it's okay. Shout out to Petković though, he followed the page instantly. Really nice of him to do that. And the one positive though, let's talk about positives. Is it is a loan, so we do it's kinda like you guys remember Cecchini or Fettuccini? It's not exact, I just always called them that. The Argentinian midfielder we got on loan from Malaga. If it doesn't work out, luckily, we don't technically have an obligation. It is a little underwhelming, though. I think, again, to it goes back to what we've talked about. The Hassani Dotson move, the Ryan Saylor move, they're all within MLS moves. And Sounders fans have been crying out for the club to make something big. And I think that's the thing that kind of like annoys us. But to give Craig this positive, it is a loan. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And as well, maybe he has something to prove now. I believe has played for Serbia at youth national team level, maybe even senior national team level. I don't know. Maybe he has something to prove. He has a chip on his shoulder. Things didn't pan out with him at Charlotte. Maybe this could be his opportunity to rejuvenate his career in MLS. So I'll quickly catch up to what everything you guys said, and then I'll add any points to that, and then we will move on to the next topic at hand. So Angel says it's been a while since we last did a live. Pat Grind saying he just got off work. Shout out to you for working. JJ saying the 2K subscriber video was amazing. Where is my Ballard gear? I don't own anything Ballard FC. I got a job, Sean. Are you proud of me? 100%. You should always work. I mean, I work and do this. Like, I'm not a freeloader. You know, I got to do both. Shout out to Barry for saying 2000 sub video was great. Shout out to everybody for that. Pat Grind, of course. I'm proud of you. Is Petković more of an attacking mid or a defensive mid? It sounds like my Charlotte people are telling me it seems a little bit more on the attacking side. But I'm assuming for our role, he's gonna be a little bit more on the he's gonna be what Rusnak was when we first initially signed him. And then we already talked about this. Petković is basically an anime filler. They literally load him for a bag of chips. That says a lot about him. It just shows how much Charlotte really just wanted to get him off the books. Gustavo, shout out to you for finally catching alive. And yeah, I think Vamos Sounders make a good point. I'd rather develop Schneider. It's so unfortunate because I'd rather develop Danny. And I shouldn't beat on this dead horse because it's like it's done. But like, man, what a golden goose of an opportunity Danny was gonna have this year, man. I really thought this was gonna be his like his year. Now Danny Leyva, can he be the guy next to Christian to make it happen? I really, really thought this was gonna be it. And then we sold him. Oh man. Oh man. Wade. Also, Wade, shout out to you for coming on to the live. Actually, during the 2K subscriber video, you were in my initial notes of things to talk about when I talked about like meeting you guys, how much of a great subscriber base we have. Because I have met Wade. We met once after the Portland game. Just super awesome person, good guy. And same with many of you guys, JJ, Barry. I've been fortunate to meet a lot of you, Pat Grind. It's kind of crazy how small this world is. But keep streams at 8:30. It's the time I clock. It's kind of late for me though. I try to go to bed by like 9:30, 10. Gustavo's saying I played with Dodson at club. Big fan. I want to succeed, but I don't like the signing. Honestly, Gustavo, that is a very like mature and very well thought out way of pretty much saying it. Okay, there you go. JJ says one appearance for Serbia and is captain at youth level. Pretty good. Okay, let's get to Barry's donation of $5. What's the big deal, guys? We still have Rothschild. So apparently the figure for Rothrock has come out with 650K is new salary. It was funny because when I did the video talking about Rothrock resigning and his salary being around that range, someone said, "Oh, surely it can't be around that much." And I'm just like, "Okay, I guess I'm just making up some random shit." Uh, of course, of course. A lot of butchering of my name there, Wade, but of course, I know I appreciate it, of course. Agree about Leva. Felt like his breakout year, but he also is super influential on set pieces. I think we'll miss him next year. We sold him at the wrong time. If we there was a time to sell him was when that Pumas offers the Pumas offer came in, and maybe if there was any other offers, because we obviously don't know unless reporters or people post about or find out about it. All in all, Petković. Let's close out with this guy, and then we can move on to the interesting topic at hand. It's fine. As well, there's additionally more information on Petković. If I believe if he hits certain incentives, we also have to pay Charlotte 250K in GAM. That's in the Instagram post. Just didn't have enough captions to put it on Twitter. It's okay. It's again, the main thing that will probably be discussed if I continue doing a lot more videos as the summer window goes on. If the Sounders fans are crying out for a big move, but the problem is we can't expect the club to make a big move because we have all 3 DPs. Until we have the balls and the ruthlessness like we used to, Garth Lagerwey era, we can't make any big moves, but we've been crying the fans have been crying out for a big move. Petkovic's move is yet again uh, another internal move within the league that fans were just kinda like, another within the league move. We didn't outsource or look beyond. Because outside of Pedro de la Vega, I can't think off the top of my head any other outsourced from different continents, different countries of players we have brought in. It's all pretty much been within MLS. And I think it's just frustrating people. It's really, really frustrating people. And has nothing it's nothing against Pekovic, but that is the issue and the conundrum that we are dealing with right now with the team. So I think that's the problem. I think there is a lot of risk. There's a high risk with high reward with this move. The cards are in our hands. I don't want to say high risk, sorry, low risk, possible high reward. Let me rephrase that. I apologize. Low risk, high reward. Because at the end of the day, if he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. But again, it's kind of like a wasted space in the transfer window a little bit. So because let's say we didn't end up signing Petkovic, we could have maybe waited to the summer window to maybe bring someone in if there's better options, but I don't know, man. It's just such a head scratcher, this team with the transfers. Let me quickly read everything. Caleb saying you better do something February 28th. My guess is Mr. Sticks that it's because we play Salt Lake in Salt Lake. I'm really mad we didn't re-sign John Bell. I was actually okay with it. But again, it wasn't one of my top priorities of things, sacrifices I would have made. Hot take, but this should be Rusnak's last year, not a hot take. I mean, just don't re-sign it. Again, remember the thing we talked about? We all were here for it 2 years ago. Just let him walk. Just let him walk. We free up a DP spot that way. No money needs to be spent. We just tell Rusnak, you're a cool man. It's time for you to kick rocks, buddy. Simple as that. Do we like these off-season signings? I think basically, Gustavo, unanimously, it's not even just this YouTube channel and not even just our subscribers. Read the comments across Instagram. Nobody's happy. Genuinely, like most comments, people are just like, we need a striker. Another injury-prone player." Actually brings up a great point. I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, I think JJ would know the facts here because he's just super smart kid. He's coming off an ACL injury, Petkovic. Same with Dotson. The same with Areola, the Craig Weibel special. Players that are coming back from injury. Yes, we are the nursery home. That's what we are. Shout out to Zach for being in the chat. It's my goat, Sean. I'm in love. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. We were just talking this morning about Chelsea and how much they're making us love life. JJ, I agree. I don't get why we would sell Bell if we're just going to replace him with Robert. See, and I agree with you there completely 100%. And I also don't, is his name Robert Saylor? I thought it was Ryan Saylor, but potato. It's RS anyways, initials. I miss Garth when the Sounders had some balls to sign players. It's not just the thing is Daniel, it's not just signing players. You have to think about you have to free up space to sign players. It's the balls to let go of players when the offers are good, when it's a good time. Like, for example, with Oba. Oba was our best player 2014, 2015. We got a crazy good offer for him from China. Garth put emotion out of it and said, you know what? I think this would be a good time to sell Oba. Sold Oba. Chad Barrett at the end of 2015 was one of our best players off the bench. He was known as Mr. Super Sub, Mr. Reliable, had his best year in 2015. And you know what? Take emotion out of it. I want to free up some space and maybe start something different because it still didn't work even with a guy like him. I'll let him walk. The list goes on with other players. They're just off the top of my head. We have to remember that we cannot make moves till January 23rd because we can't make internet. Okay. The problem is, JJ, I think by that time even hits, we don't have any roster flexibility to do anything. We've pretty much refilled up all the positions that we let go of players in. After having a good few seasons, is this really what we expect from Seattle? We must maintain must maintain top team in the league status. This ain't doing it. Being the good guys is getting annoying. Gustavo, this is something Barry and I have talked about on numerous occasions. 100%. 100%. Garth could never do it without Chris. I actually bumped into Chris at the All-Star game in Columbus. What was that, 2 years ago now? I spoke to him for a little bit. Really nice guy. I was contemplating to have him on for a video. We spoke about it. He said he was down. I just never followed up with it, which was kind of stupid on my part, but maybe I could make it happen. Who knows? Let's make some bullish moves. This is the effing Seattle Sounders. No team has the trophies we have. Let's maintain it. Well, Gustavo, maybe shoot Craig Weibel an email. His email's public, so you could shoot him out an email about that. Don't tell me. I know that. We've been doing signings from the MLS, but we're not even signing the best within MLS. It's Taco Kid. You're an OG sub. You've been through everything that we've talked about. Isn't it crazy how much things have aged from everything we've spoken about from like 2-3 years ago to today? Again, no hate to Petković because I don't think he's like an awful sign. I actually think if we had other big pieces, like, okay, let's say this. If this was 2019 Sounders, still Ladero, Rui Diaz, we have a way better version of Jordan Morris, and we signed Petković, people would be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, this isn't that bad of a move. And again, it's not that bad of a move. It's just because of how the team is structured now, how the team is now. It's just like, well, what the shit? Like, what the F? Like, so that's what makes us frustrated. Signing is better than no signing. That's the that's how rock bottom we've hit. We need more torn ACLs on the roster. I feel bad for the Galaxy. I feel bad for Ricky Puig. I really like him a lot. Okay, guys, I think this is a good time to transition to the next topic at hand. Yes, Taco Kid said, yeah, everything we've said has aged well. I know, but sadly, no one comes back for our aged well comments. Let's move on to the next person at hand at the 20-minute mark. So let's now talk about Berghuis. Sadly, I can't. Actually, I could do this. Let me just click this. Here you go. I think this will be better, and I'll just put up the Sounders logo. It kind of is goofy looking like this, but so this is where the tweet initially came out from. WFC Groningen. So he's a very reputable account for all things Eredivisie football. basically just came out and said, "Here's a little funny news item." Essentially, the Sounders acquired, I'm paraphrasing here, inquired about Steven Berghuis. Don't expect a transfer myself, but heard the name come up internally, so just kind of found out about the news. Don't expect anything to come of it, but just wanted to put out there that there was some interest in Berghuis from the Seattle Sounders. We just made the post about it because Transfermark also posted about it as well, just saying Sounders have shown interest in signing Steven Berghuis. Not saying it's happening. And Sounders at Heart People Jeremiah debunked it, uh, pretty much kind of shitting on the Groningen account a little bit. Oh, some fucking uh, person saying that this is BS. It's not BS what he's saying. He even is saying in the tweet, it's probably not going to happen. It's kind of similar to the Rashford thing. There was just an inquiry from the Sounders about Berghuis. That is it. And if anything, funnily enough, this guy's probably bigger than most Sounders reporters. So I just think it's funny. Just like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the way they phrased it with like, this guy's an aggregator account. Uh, He's not aggregate. He's very well known within Dutch football. I got this tweet sent to me from someone I know, a very reputable person in Dutch football that found this out for me because I reached out to him about the whole Berghuis thing, and he has a lot of connections within within Ajax. So that's how that happened. That's it, Chad. That was something I brought up. Another Sessaccini. That's what I said. So talking about Berghuis, it's a bit interesting. I think they were just inquiring to see could we get this guy on a low. Can we quench this, like edge off a little bit of the Sounders fans' craving for a better player? By the way, guys, before while we hit this mark quickly, quick intermission. Everyone drop a like on the stream quickly. Let's get this to over 30. Let's get it over to 30 likes right now during the live, post live. If you're watching as a video, drop a like and comment too, please. It helps out the video get pushed out a lot more. I'm not a fan of this. Berghuis has pretty much been dog water for a few years now. If this was maybe like 4 years ago, this would be cool. But yeah, no, he's trash now. The fact that we were even inquiring about him just shows like a lot of like, bruh, like insert that meme, bruh. Zach, you bring up an interesting point, but this is not what I was thinking from an outside perspective. Would this not hurt De La Vega? De La Vega is going to be out for, 1/3 of this next season because he had his whole kneecap fracture or whatever it was. I think this is more so possibly for Georgie. That is how I look at it. So think about Petković as the indicators are leaning towards possibility of Obed leaving, which again, it's either happening this window or it's happening in the next one, like the next one next year. I think they made this inquiry because there could be 1 foot out the door for Georgie. Think about it. Again, guys, I've talked about this. A lot of things I talk about age pretty well. Re-signing Rothrock to a big deal basically confirms Rothrock's going to have to get big minutes now. He just got a 6 times pay raise. 6 times, man. Most people in society don't even get that shit. 6-time pay raise. 6x. He has to be a main starter now. And then when De La Vega's fit, he has to be the starter next to him. What does that mean for Georgie? A guy who was just at AFCON, who did really well in AFCON, is garnering a lot of attention. Guy is over 115K followers now. He is spoken about everywhere across African football, French football. He doesn't want to be a bench guy anymore. So I think this inquiry had something to do with if a winger left, and my hunch would be Georgie. Could we maybe get this guy for a cheap? But no, this is a trash move. Trash move. 34 is kind of old, but I love Berghuis as an Ajax supporter. He was great. Fry, Reagan, Yamar, Alex Rodon. Oh, you're talking about are all still here from 3 seasons ago. I know. It's pretty bad. And I'm almost certain he was just my intuition is what Georgie is. He wanted to use AFCON as another stepping stone and way to show himself off. He scored. He was one of Burkina Faso's best players in the tournament. I watched every game except for the one he scored in. He was their best player every time he stepped foot on the pitch. He made a huge difference for them. If I was Georgie, I would leave. I wouldn't wanna be a bench warmer to Rothrock, De La Vega, fucking Ferreira plays on the wing, which makes no sense, and all these guys. Paul Arriola, Jordan Morris getting shoved out to the wing because we have to play him for some reason. God forbid Jordan Morris becomes a super sub, which I feel like he would actually that would be a useful, type of game plan to have him for. Super sub Jordan Morris. He's so injury prone, why would you not try that? Let him run go up against attack players on tired legs. I don't get it. Hot take, but bro, Rothrock is not worth the money. Dude is not that good. Dude hyped off 1 goal in Leagues Cup final. You're preaching to the choir, Gustavo. We've spoken about that many times. Yeah, Mbappe, exactly what I say. Needs to play a lot, especially with how much money we paid, but it wouldn't hurt De La Vega if we sign him since he is injured. And I think, yeah, it doesn't hurt De La Vega. It hurts Georgie. Hurts Georgie the most. Which I think that would be stupid. I feel like that would be going 2 steps back. Depending on what you'd wanna sell Nuhu for. I think it's all dependent on that. I guess if you make a big spot, like you get a good amount of chunk of money, yet you could try that, but I just don't think that benefits us too much. So then in Sounders fans' eyes, has De La Vega been a flop signing, kinda Mudryk-ish? Has he had great moments, but not healthy and not good enough? It's a combination of, yeah, you kinda nailed it on the head a little bit. Not, not really healthy. I think his best stint, I think we can all agree, has been Leagues Cup. That was the best we have seen of De La Vega outside of his first, like, what was it, 3 games? Best stretch we've seen is Leagues Cup. Outside of that, yeah, I would say sadly De La Vega hasn't been worth it. I think next year, as harsh as it is, has to be the year of you do it, or if you don't, that's the end of it. Like, this is kind of the do or die season, in my opinion. I don't personally have much more patience if it doesn't work out again next season. I know he's coming back from a big injury, but he's had like what 2 big injuries already for this team. I think we are preparing ourselves for a big rebuild once Brian leaves. Why sign big players if we might get a new coach soon? I guess it's an interesting point to make. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's Brian's last year on contract. I think it's up to Brian. It's gonna be on Brian's accord, depending on if he's gonna leave or not. But yeah, the Berghuis thing is very loose. I think it's very interesting. This is not at all like the Rashford rumor where that was kind of fun and exciting. This one's kind of like I wouldn't have even inquired. Even if okay, I know sounds really bad. I wouldn't even take Berghuis on a free. I don't think he would be worth it. I don't think he's a good player. I follow the Dutch league quite religiously, and Berghuis is not the guy he used to be. Super injury prone, only probably gonna get more injury prone. He's 34 years old. No go. But shout out to the Groningen Dutch account for, you know, talking about it, bringing it up. I think that's cool. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't already, smash a like on this on the live, please. Let's see what you guys have to say. Georgie is too good to stay. You know, one thing I love about our chat is we all think very like, just like football fans, nothing irrational. Like, I don't know if you guys notice this. Whenever anyone comments anything bad or like says anything about Morris or Rothrock, right or wrong, bro, they get attacked in the comments by Sounders fans. It's just all a footballing opinion, all because, like, someone disagree with you. Geez, some people get super bent out of shape about it. Oh, if he's injured Vamos Sounder's so right. Oh, if he's injury prone, then we gotta sign him. That's the Craig Weibel special. He's injured right now? Dude, why is he not on our team? Why is he not here? Oh, great. Oh, JG, you don't want Nancy? Okay, wait, if it's Taco Kid, if you are still in the stream, if you guys remember 3 years ago when Nancy was at Montreal, I said I would wholeheartedly take him as the coach for the Sounders, like, at any point. I personally love Wilfred Nancy. I know, JJ, you said you wouldn't. I would love Wilfred Nancy. Sorry, not sorry. I think he's a fantastic coach. I've loved him Since the minute I saw him coaching for Montreal, I think he has something special about him. I know it didn't work out at Celtic, but he's different gravy in MLS. And even then, I think it's funny. I think it's funny how people are clowning about Nancy. He didn't do well in MLS, but it's like Brian has had similar stretches to what Nancy had at Celtic. He still kept his job. People still, backed him and things like that. Like Brian has had worse stretches in that Nancy stretch. It's just European football. They're ruthless. I think they should have given him just a little bit more time, but I'd still take Nancy. I personally, if when Brian's contract runs out, I think Wilfred Nancy, if he is available, I would take him. But JJ, half the Columbus team, there's some ballers on there. Speaking of Columbus players, dude, but there's some ballers. The striker they bought from Palestine is a dog. Who else is there? Diego Rossi, older side, but is a dog. Steven Marias, the right back who plays for Cape Verde, is a dog. I would have signed him this offseason. So I don't know. That's my take with Nancy since you guys brought him up. I like him a lot personally. I think he's a really good coach. I think he made such a big difference for Montreal, and I think he literally changed Columbus. He helped them win their first MLS Cup in this era. So you make an interesting point. Goated YouTube member Curtis Chad, also known as Oklahoma Kid. These signings are gonna hurt attendance. Hey, but let everyone else is gonna tell you, "Oh, it's just because we're still, COVID. COVID is why attendance is still bad." No, it's because people aren't gonna wanna pay 2 grand to just see the same team from 3 years ago. That's legit reality. Okay, so my funny story I wanted to bring up to you guys all is because we talked about signing for Columbus. I recently played in a Christmas tournament at Starfire. Half the Tacoma Defiance guys were playing in it, which was shocking to me. I was just like, "What the heck are you guys doing here?" Like Peter Kingston played in it. Mosher, who's one of the fourth string goalkeepers, was there. Danny Robles, like a lot of the Tacoma Defiance guys were there, and I was like, "What the heck?" And one guy who played on Columbus, AZ Jackson, who I think plays in the Polish league, was playing in it too. I was just like, "What?" I was just really surprised. I was so shocked by it. A lot of people were telling like, were a bunch of YouTube subs that came up to me after that, uh, they came up to me saying they watched the videos and stuff, so it was interesting to see. Oh no, oh no, Vamos Sounders. This might be the comment of the night. Sean, you have an injury history. Maybe Craig will sign me. I got a scar right here on my knee from my ACL and a huge scar here on my ankle from when I broke it. Sign me up, baby. Craig, I got an ACL, which is your favorite type of injury that a player has endured to sign, and I have a big scar next to my ankle. That dude, Craig, come on, man. That should seal the deal. Tie it up. Give me that signing bonus for if I don't play at least 5 games. Anything 5 games or less, I get an extra sign-on bonus. What do we think, folks? I think that's a fair trade. At least one thing I can guarantee you is I can use my left foot unlike Jordan Morris. So, funnily enough, in that tournament, I scored 1 goal and it was with my left foot. Just cut in, slid down the line, cut in on my left, and then just hit it off the post and in. We about to turn into the MLS Man United, bruh. I mean, low key though, everyone makes comparisons of Schmetzer and Sir Alex Ferguson, so it's not like a far-fetched comparison. Shout out to Barry for the 12-month, members for 12 months donation. Whoever the members that got that, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. New member question community post will be out soon. So make sure if you are a member to drop what videos you want us to do, what questions that you want us to do a video on. What was your last comment, Zach? Wilfred Nancy to Chelsea confirmed. According to my sources, Blueco has already sacked Racinier and Gary O'Neill. Nancy to be confirmed soon. I don't even want to talk about Chelsea. That shit makes me hate my life. Should I start doing that? Oh my god. I won't cut my hair until the Seattle Sounders win 5 games in a row. Oh my days. Oh my days. Mason, what a shout of like content. Just dude, fuck doing YouTube videos, going live and stuff. I should just start doing that. I mean, the guy who did it for United still hasn't cut his hair, and I don't think he's gonna do it anytime soon. I don't think we would be able to do it. Did we win 5 games in a row at all last year? I think just Leagues Cup, right? 10 games unbeaten equals oiling up live on stream. You know, if we go 10 games unbeaten, I think this would be I'd convince Brody to do it. I'd get him specifically just to do that. Shine ain't cutting his hair for a decade. Oh man, that's bad. You guys are gonna see me with a weird hairdo. No shaving either. That's a problem. See, if you guys said Shine looks like the type of guy who designed the new logo, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? The beard one would be tough. The haircut, I think I could just be willing to do that. The beard one's tough, man. It's my best feature. Gustavo, I know nothing about the Seahawks. This is gonna be my only Seahawks analogy because my one of my managers, she's into Seahawks and kind of has an interest in the Sounders. So, as we all know, the Pete Carroll guy, arguably a similar tone to Brian Schmetzer, Sounders, Seahawks, let him go. 3 years on, they've done the rebuild. They brought in new players. There's a new ethos. There's a new system. And look at them. Now they're the best team in whatever coast they play in, whatever division. All I'm saying is one big domino needs to fall, be it Brian, be it the DPs. And maybe we see something similar like that, like what we're seeing with the Seahawks. They did a rebuild. Yeah, it was maybe a big risk to let go of the guy that you achieved so much success. Yeah, sure, you can copy and paste. I mean, did you text it to me? Uh, but yeah, you can copy and paste it. Uh, bro, the Seahawks general manager is so much better than Craig. This is why I think Brian ain't coming back. I love Cheyenne talking Hawks. I know nothing about American football. My only okay, we'll get into that in a second. Okay, we've gone again so off topic during the stream, but I think it's a good way for us to close it out. So that's all I'm saying is Seahawks did a rebuild. You know, they made the painful sacrifice of letting go of Pete Carroll. Again, it doesn't have to be Schmetzer, but it could be Schmetzer. It could be letting go of some of the DPs. And bam, the rebuild begins. It's not gonna be pretty in the beginning. But it could end up be really good. As Sean says, American hand egg. I do call it that. Okay, so my only 2 American football stories is I met Russell Wilson back in 2019 in the LAX airport when I was coming back from LA to Seattle. He was with his wife, uh, Sierra, who I didn't know was famous or nor knew who she was. They were with a flight attendant. They just walked by us when we were sitting down and at our terminal gate. And I was like, "Wait, is that Russell Wilson?" Because legit, if it was literally any other Seahawks player, I wouldn't have known who he was. And then my mom was like, "Oh, get a photo with him. That'd be kinda cool." I was like, "Yeah, you got a point. There's no one around him. It'll probably be pretty easy." I go up to him. I ask his wife politely, "Hey, could you get a photo with us?" She said, "Sure." We took the photo. The flight attendant was like, "Man, Russ was a little bit of a weenie about it." He's like, sure." And I was like, "Okay, dude, no one's even surrounding you. I'm the only guy who noticed you were here." And that was it. And I told people about it, and they're like, "Bro, you're talking about Sierra?" And I was like, "Who? His wife? Yeah, is that her name?" Apparently, he's very famous. Didn't know that. I live in a very specific bubble of football. And then, second American football story, I went to Zach Zawani's charity match, the last one he ever did. And Ocho Cinco was there. And after the game, I went and got a photo with Ocho Cinco. I even have the signed. I have a 8x10 photo of him for when he played for the Bengals. It's the team with like the orange and the black. And he signed it. It looks pretty sick though. I think it's really cool. I think it was a good piece to get. And he's really nice, actually. He just wanted to leave though. He had like a cigar in his hand and was like, I gotta roll. But he's really nice to us. So that's my two uh hand egg American football stories. I hope you guys all enjoyed my TED Talk. Guys, I'm like I'm hitting unk status where I'm telling you guys stories. I have a lot of great stories. You guys could tell me a topic about like, I don't know, school or girls or I don't know, anything. I probably got some story of advice. Everyone's thoughts on Mr. Harambal leaving MLS, Eric Ramsey, Minnesota United coach. Not sure if you read this earlier. Oh, yes, I saw it. Good for him. I think Eric Ramsey, as much as we might not like him, I think he's a good coach. I did like him. Yes, obviously it was annoying how how Harambal FC got him past us, but we all know that's our weakness as Harambal. Good for him. He's making a big step in his career, and I think that's really cool. Uh, Nick Emma Worry is Obed Vargas as a comparison for Seahawks. See, I don't know any of these comparisons. Early Sounders predictions for the coming season with the signing so far. Is this a championship winning team or are we prepping for a rebuild? As crazy as it is, wow, that was bad. I think I'm just getting tired. As crazy as it is, Gustavo, I think it's neither. I don't think we have a championship caliber team, and I wouldn't even consider this a rebuild. I wouldn't even consider this prepping for a rebuild. So, Gustavo, I'm going to say option C or D, none of the above. I think we will just kind of do what we did last year, fifth, sixth place. Maybe we could have a run in Leagues Cup. Maybe we win that. There's no chance we could win CCL with this roster. If we're getting bounced on the first round by Minnesota, I can't see that. See, and exactly Vamos Sounder said, the very concerning thing is none of our signings is going to start for our team. Exactly. None of these signings we've made are starters for this team. Rothrock is Jake Bobo. That's a funny last name. At first, I thought you wrote Boba. God, Boba sounds so good right now. Dude, I've been super good with my diet. I've stopped eating after like 7:30 now. It helps improve your sleep quality so much, and just like I feel so much better in the morning, like not feeling like a fatty. Why is Mini Minter on? I think you meant thumbnail. Berghuis looking like Mini Minter. LMAO facts. Though, who is starting for real? None of them. Good point. Dotson is starting. Obed's gone. Sonny Dobson's our best signing, bro. We're cooked. I think that's where we're gonna end it. As I said, give us your workout routine. Okay, maybe we end it with this one. Fucking hell. Pat Grind, you do not cease to fail when it comes to your funny questions. God, no, it keeps getting better. Do you think Mexican food or Chinese food? Okay, workout routine. I always hit chest and tries together, and sometimes I incorporate shoulders. I do back and biceps together, so I do splits. And then when I do legs, which I do actually 3 times a week, I do that the most. I do it more mobility and functional, so a lot more hip strength, not too much like heavyweight. It's more functional, soccer-esque leg training. using the Bosu, a lot of balance work, things like that. So that is what I focus on a lot more, and like fascia work. So really good exercise you guys can do is put a towel on the ground. You can do this at home and just scrunch your toes on there. It works your fascia, and it's really, really good for your toes, which play a big part in your stability. And if you play soccer, yeah. And then to answer Maddie's question, Mexican food or Chinese food, Mexican food. I love Hispanic women and I love Mexican food. So they go hand in hand together. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it, folks. I appreciate all of you, every single one of you, for this stream. It was really fun. I missed doing it. I'm glad we were able to make it happen. Everyone watching this as a video, drop your like, comment. Guys, everyone that's on the stream actually right now, everyone drop a like if you haven't already. And then after this stream ends, just drop a comment. Whatever you want to say, throw it in the comments of the video. So it helps the video get this stream when it turns into a video get pushed out more and more and more people see it. And now let's start going for the 3,000 number. And I have a lot of great videos planned on my personal channel, but next video, yes, Gustavo, I have a personal channel. I'll quickly throw it up in here. Actually, I'll just throw it up right here. I'll go on YouTube. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go subscribe there. I'm trying to really make a hard push on my channel before the World Cup. Here you go. This is my personal channel. Give it a go. Give it a watch. Give it a subscribe. Asian football content. The work I put on that one is astronomically a lot more than this one. And that's the one I'm going to be pushing for going into the World Cup. So yeah, if you guys as well haven't already watched the 2K subscriber video, if you guys just want to listen, give that a listen. It was a really good video. Yes, I applied for tickets. Okay, I'm gonna end it before you guys ask me a million more questions. Yes, I applied for tickets for the Iran-Egypt game. I will get tickets no matter what. I don't care how it happens, but it will happen. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day.